Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be doing some listing. Before we start that, though, I need to go and buy two adapters. Well, my bad. No. I need to buy two more items from someone, and I also need to get these adapters that I forgot as a part of this bigger lot. So I got a tripod. It's nice. Guess where I got it? Facebook Marketplace. $5, and it was open box. It was pretty much brand new. The girl had never used it. $5. I mean, it's not like a professional one, but it's nice. It has a little thing for my phone, and it also comes with the other attachments. So if I do get a camera in the future, I can use this, which is cool. Yeah, I also got a vacuum for myself, which is nice for my car for $15. So yeah, that's the good thing about being a reseller is you find stuff, good deals for yourself as well. Anyways, let me show you. Let's just turn this around, all right? Also, I want to do it's a little shaky now, so now I gotta do this. Is it shaking? Well, now it is because I'm shaking it, but I don't know if when I move. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I actually want to do like a tour or something about once it's a little more organized of my little office setup here. It's nothing crazy. It's just a small room, but I figured maybe in that video I could like give some tips, or I'll think of something else to add to that. But anyways, let's turn this over. Boom. So this is all what I got from this company. They were getting rid of a lot of their old electronics. They had old computers and everything. I paid $275 for all this. So basically, I got these. The reason I actually was interested in it is because I saw a Zebra printer. So these are two older ones. I saw them sold for around 70 to 80. I think it was like 75 maybe. I'll put it up on here. But 70 to 80 free shipping. And then these right here. So if you can always get like the same model of these office phones, they could do pretty well. I think some of the best ones are Polycom brand. I've never messed around with a Samsung one, to be honest, but this specific model, the 28D, I saw selling for about I think 30 free shipping, which isn't a whole lot, but since I think I have about 15 of these, I can lot them up and hopefully just sell it all like that. The Zebra printer that is newer was worth around $150. There's another, I forgot what it is. I think it's some type of scanner that was around 70 to 80 as well. And there's a couple smaller items in there. So yeah, I'm hoping to profit at least a couple hundred. With these bigger lots, I usually will try to get 100% profit. So, if I spent $275 on this, I want to profit $275. Obviously more the better, but I would at least like to profit that much, because otherwise it's a lot. It can be a lot of work to test everything, especially like big items like this. So, yeah. And then one of the workers that actually was the one who was responding to me on the listing for that big lot of electronics, he actually had some stuff in his own house. He was like, hey, like, I guess he really liked me. He was like, hey, like if I have some stuff at my house that you might be interested in, and it still will be pretty good, but I'll show you guys once I get it, but I'm going to be spending $75 on two items, and I should profit a good bit. I was kind of being a little nicer. Like, if it was just a complete random, I would probably lowball a little bit more, but hey, it's still profit, and I don't even have to do anything. I'm already going back to get these adapters for the older printers, so I'll buy those two items from him, get the adapters that I need, and go on with my day. Then we'll start listing. So I just picked up the two adapters. Thankfully, we were able to find them for those old Zebra printers, and also picked this up, $25. I think it's selling for, I've seen around 60 free shipping around there, but this does, let me show you guys here. It is in the original box. It's a little digital camera. I thought it wouldn't be worth too much, honestly, because a lot of times some of these digital cameras are just, some of them can be good. The good ones are actually the film or the Olympus digital cameras, and the Olympus, like, I think they have film ones. I'm not sure. But yeah, it has everything, manual, everything, so should be pretty good. I mean, if a used one sold 60 with the box, with everything, I have to at least get 60. So, not bad. The guy was really nice too. It was the same guy that I got. Hold on. I just realized I was doing all that with just the camera flipped around. But yeah, the guy was really nice and he helped me out. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna, the thing is, on Facebook, this at a thrift store might be $5, $6, 10 maybe. But you're buying it from someone. The guy was good business. He's gonna save my number. He respected my hustle, and he told me he's gonna let me know if anyone else has anything. So I think it's worth it. I mean, I'm still making a solid profit, but it's just different because I'm used to going to thrift stores and you spend like $5 here, $2 here, and you flip it for $20, $30, sometimes more. But at the end of the day, as long as you're making enough, can't be too greedy, and there's always other benefits, especially in this situation for me. Also got this Bose. Hold on, let me get it. So it's in this bag here, but it's this Bose. Oh man, it's heavy to lift with one hand. This Bose, I think it's called Wave Music Station. That's what this is. And we tested it. I was supposed to pick this up for $50. Thankfully, we tested it because it wasn't taking in the CD and it wasn't going to the radio. So unfortunately, that didn't work. But let me see if I can take the power cord. I can take the power cord off here, so this potentially could be worth something. But for sure, the remote that comes with it, I can resell. So he gave it to me for free just because I bought so much before, and he liked my story, wanted to help me out. So yeah, this little remote right here, I don't know how much it's worth, but Bose remotes, it could be, this one's probably like 10 to 15 bucks, but other types of Bose remotes, like an actual longer, like almost like a TV remote, those can be like 30, 40, 50 bucks. So if you guys don't know about Bose already, pretty much anything, even this old thing right here, if it was working, it would be like 70, 80 bucks. Bose is a really good brand, so keep your eye out for that. Also, later today, I have to go back to a different guy because I was missing a part of an adapter. So don't know what's going on lately. Just missing adapters left and right. Honestly, it's just teaching me a lesson to check a bit better. It's just, a lot of times when I'm getting these deals, it'll be right after work or in my lunch break, and I'm kind of like a bit in a rush. And since I'm buying so much, there's stuff that slips through. But yeah, definitely gotta pay more attention to that. Everything's a learning lesson. So yeah. All right, it is 12 a.m. I've had a long day. I'm sweaty, but we still got a list. So I've listed 2 things. I just didn't record it, but I will show you. So I finally managed to go back to the guy that I bought that huge lot of electronics from. Not what I'm about to show, but the handheld computers and all that from the previous video. And I got an adapter for a firewall that I just listed. So here we've got a Cisco firewall. The model is Firepower 1010. I paid $80 for this, and crazy enough, I saw it selling for around $280 used when I just looked it up real quick when I was there with him. And yeah, pretty much anyways, I looked it up just now, and I knew I would obviously be able to get a little more new for it, but I saw a couple that sold open box for $450. Actually, I think I saw even one used for $450. Brand new, like with the box still sealed, over $500, like $500 something plus shipping. So I decided to come in at $499 plus shipping. I'm willing to take $450. But for me, I always run a lot of sales. I recommend you guys do too. So I usually try to price it a little bit higher and then either send an offer or run a sale. And also, you never know, you might get it for a little more. But it depends on the item. A lot of times I will just price stuff to sell. But yeah, this was it. Let me show you guys here. So this is it. It's the wrapping is open, but it is pretty much brand new. I plugged it in and it works. You got the power cord here. This is the cable I went back to get. I was gonna buy one, but thankfully I was able to find it. So that was the first thing. Second thing I listed is this little Panasonic digital camera that I got earlier today. I believe I showed a clip of that. And it actually ended up being more than I thought it would be. I saw used ones selling for 60 to 70 bucks. I couldn't really find too many with a box, but I actually even found a used or two sold listings from like January or February, sold for $95, just the camera. So just because of that, even though that is older, you always want to go with the most recent times, but because it has everything, I'm going to open it up and show you, because it has everything in it, and I tested it, it works great. I listed it $84.99 free shipping. I'm willing to accept $74 or $80. Also, I went back today to get the adapters for those old Zebra printers, and this tripod is nice, but it's kind of unstable. So this is it right here, this big old thing for the Zebra printer. And these were selling, I even saw one selling for $90, so I'm not sure yet. We're gonna list it now. I did test it, not with paper, but I did plug it in and it did its thing. You know, honestly, I'm not too concerned. If I get a return, I get a return. Obviously, I'm not trying to have a bunch of returns, but you know, I don't really have the time to buy a roll, put it in, test it like that. It's not really worth my time. I'd rather take the risk, but it looks pretty good. I'm looking real shiny with this. I don't have an umbrella. I do have an umbrella, but I don't have it on right now, so I'll do that for the next video. But a little dirty, but I mean, this is all stuff that did work. They just got rid of it. So yeah, I mean, it looks completely fine. I'm surprised people are still paying almost $100 for this when you can spend $150 on a little diamond like that. Very finicky though, I will say. They can be pretty finicky, but once you get it to work, it'll work. I hear the Zebra printers are really good as well. Actually, turns out, is this one? Oh, it's a slightly different model. So this is 2844Z, this is 2844. This one does actually have paper, so I will be testing it. Because why not? I'll test it out real quick, print a label that I have saved. And we'll see if we can get that working. This is really interesting. I've never found anything like this. This is, I believe, from what I've seen on eBay, a control actuator, whatever that means, for what is it called? A lift? I don't know if it's for a forklift or some type of I guess vehicle, would you call it, for warehouses and all that. Now, I needed to find that power cable, right? But the thing is, we weren't able to find one. But look at this. I didn't even notice it was etched bad here. So a little disappointed because I'm not going to sell this, without testing it. I was going to at least put untested and, see where it goes. But since it says bad, I mean, I'm assuming that it's bad. Unfortunately, knowing they're new. And I was going to offer to switch it out, or maybe switch it out for something else that they might have had or whatever. But honestly, I already got a really good deal. Didn't want to be too greedy. And actually, the worker did end up giving me that Bose thing for free because of that. So in a way, I did get something, even though it doesn't work. The Bose thing doesn't work either. But so we'll see. I'm just gonna put sold as is, no power cable. I mean, this if it would have been working and they could confirm it and had everything, I probably could have gotten like a couple hundred for this. So it sucks because this is one of the main items from the lot that I was hoping to make some money on. But I mean, that's just how it is. That's just how it is, you know. Sometimes, you know, you're buying used things, and not all the time it'll be as you seem. There's not really a way for me to test something like this, so maybe I shouldn't have picked it up at all. But because I was seeing such high prices online, I was like, all right, I'm gonna take that chance, and we'll see. Maybe it will sell. I don't know. Maybe it's not bad. I mean, someone wrote bad on it, so I'm assuming it's bad. But maybe someone can fix it. Maybe for $100. I don't know. Wouldn't be bad. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. Not sure if I'm gonna put this with the same clip, but last night I was up testing that damn label printer, that Zebra LP, what is it? 2844. And for the life of me, I couldn't get it to take the label. I cleaned it, I power cycled it. It did work when not to print out, but when I like fed the label, and it split it. Like, it feeds it through. I don't know if it's something with my computer. The thing that sucks about some of these label printers is that a lot of times they'll work, but it'll be a pain to get them to work, right? Like, even my Dymo here, the little 4XL, that thing, every time, like, not every time, but a good amount of times, if I'll put in like a new or buy from a different manufacturer of a label, it'll just not work for like 30 minutes. You gotta like do a bunch of stuff to get it to work, and then once it works, it's good. So I think it might just be that. I honestly don't have the time to continue trying to troubleshoot it, because it's not really worth my time. And I still have to test the other one, so kind of sucks there. But I might just list it pre-owned with like something in the title saying powers on, or maybe I'll list it for parts and put a better description. So hopefully I can at least get 50 or 60 for it instead of like 80 or 90 or 40 to 50 even. But I need to get this stuff moving, because I am packed, guys. I am packed. Like, look at this. Look at everything behind me. Like, it may not seem like a lot, but the room is pretty small. So yeah, I mean, I do have a lot of like shelving and stuff taking up space. But anyways, today I got yesterday when I went to go get the adapter, I think I mentioned it in the clip, that this guy that I'm going to continue buying from. So I just made a pretty good connection. Had these printers. Now, these are new, so I won't have to be doing any testing. At least I hope. But these are Zebra ZD620 label printers. I believe they're all the same model. They are. Guys, I got these for 80 a piece. 80 a piece. They're selling for about 300. Free shipping. Maybe a little more than 300, but from what I saw, it was about 300. And these are completely new. All right, so it's been about 2.5 weeks, almost 3, since I recorded these clips, and I just wanted to include what sold since the time of me recording. So I want to do that from now on for all my videos, so you guys can see how much stuff actually sells for. I'm trying to be conservative with the estimates and all that, because I don't want to like mislead anyone, or just be one of those people that over exaggerates stuff. So we're just gonna go over real quickly. Pretty good. So let's start off with the printers. I'm gonna put it here so we can see everything. So in total, I'm just going over everything that sold from my first video. Basically, I bought a bunch of stuff from this one dude, and twice. So the first lot was like all the other stuff that's in the first video, and then the second lot was all the printers that I just showed you now. So all in total, from the printers that I bought 7 Zebra printers for $560, and then I believe the first video, I bought all that lot of stuff and like a firewall and all that other stuff for $890. So in total, that's $1,450, my total cost of goods for that purchase, at least. Not goods in terms of shipping, supplies and all that, but you get the deal. And gross profit from everything, $1,621.63. How did I get that? So about a couple days after I listed it, I think I listed on April 12th. I'm not going to go over the dates of when I listed everything. All of this sold within mostly within 2 weeks. And so I sold 2 printers to one person for $350 plus shipping. So after, oh, I didn't write down it. There's screenshots here. I sold 2 at $350 to one person, so $700 total. After fees, I think it was like $601. Then I sold 1 at $350 again to a second person, and then I sold a fourth one at $340. So they actually sold for more than I thought, and I actually ended up profiting about $300 on each one, which is how much I thought I was gonna sell it for, like the listing price. So that was awesome. And those were just the ones I listed as new. So now I have 3 left of their open box, but they just don't have as much wrapping and all that in it. So I decided to make a separate listing, and none of those have sold yet. But I have those listed at like $330, so I might need to drop it down a little bit. So all in all, in the printers, that's $1,180 out of that $1,600 total, $1,180.68 just from those printers of gross profit. Then I sold 2 Adva, what is it? A demarcation device. This is what I didn't know what it was in my original video. And I had 2 of them. I listed it like maybe a week ago, actually, maybe less. It's been taking me a while to list everything. And I haven't really been listing every day either. So yeah, sold 2 of those at $50 a piece. After fees and everything and shipping, it actually gross profit $98. Then I also sold a AT&T modem for $27 about, and profited gross profit. When I say profit, I'm meaning gross profit in this sense, all right? Not like minus, obviously minus my buy cost. I'm barely in the green. But in terms of gross profit after fees and shipping, $15.45. And then the firewall. So I was looking for $400, but I did a 10% sale on my store, and it sold, or I might have lowered it a bit and then did a 10% sale, but it sold for $359, so about $360, and gross profit about $327.50. So all in all, that's that $1,600 total. Yeah, pretty good. So I guess that puts me at about, what is that, 150, maybe $171 profit from that $1,450 buy. But I still have the tough books that I've listed. I still have all the tablets that I ended up only having 3 of them that I work perfectly, so I'm gonna sell those, and the other ones that the battery doesn't turn on, I'm just gonna sell them as a lot. I just don't have the time or the care to like buy a battery and replace it. It's too much. So that will bring down the total a little bit on what I had in my first video, but everything else seems like it should be selling. It should sell for around what I listed it as. I also actually sold, this number would be even higher. I sold the racing wheel as well, but I got returned. So I'm waiting for them to return it. They just said it didn't fit. They didn't say it didn't work. It just didn't fit for their setup or whatever. But it works perfectly fine. So I don't really care about returns as long as the item comes back and it's okay. So yeah, so that would have been $1,700 if because I sold it for $100 plus shipping. So that is it. Thanks so much for watching. I have plenty more videos. I have a couple pretty good videos coming out, and yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, like, do all the good stuff. Thank you so much for all the views and support, and I'll see you next time. Peace.